good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And it is Friday, and it is August 21st, and we are still reading from the Journey into the Hidden Realms Tarot, which is a Barbara Moore deck, and the art is beautifully done by Julia Jeffrey. And again, this deck was graciously lent to me by my friend Topaz, and I'm a little sad that we've only got like another week of playing with this deck, but it is Friday, so let's hope for a really fun, really interesting card to lead us into the weekend. So here we go, without further ado. Well, it's interesting. I wouldn't say it's fun. Well, maybe a little bit. Yikes. Okay, so the Ten of Swords. God, look at her. She is fantastic. That is absolutely stunning. So while many of these cards have been, I would say, beautiful, I would say that this is definitely awe-inspiring. Oh my goodness. It's got a sword. There's definitely a sword there. There's only one sword though. There are a lot of sharp objects around her neck though. Let me count those, like around her necklace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks like there's 9 on her neck, and then the sword would make 10. I'm really trying to count the swords in this one. But yes, she's got a very pointy necklace. She is angry. Wow. I just want to channel some of this fiery energy sometimes. Oh my goodness. She is just blasting away the week. I think she is done. She has had like Mondays all week long, apparently. She kind of has that warrior fae sort of thing going on. So I'm going to kind of lean in and say that she's a little bit like the Morrigan. For those who are not into the fairy stuff, the Morrigan is the fae of death and war and kind of all of those things. Which, I mean, if you look, there's like her hair is just blowing in the wind. There is lightning. There are clouds. It is, I can hear this card. I swear, I can hear her scream. I can hear that thunder in the background. Wow, this is a powerful and very intense card. And what's really interesting is usually I look at the Ten of Swords and it's a lot less dramatic. I mean, it is dramatic. It's usually like 10 swords stuck in somebody's back and they're dead lying on the ground. But there seems like more of a catharsis to the usual Ten of Swords. This one is like we are about to feel that sword come down upon us. But again, the swords the swords are about that action, taking some sort of act physically into doing something. As well, they are an air sign, so you know that there is communication involved. You know there is a connection and a relationship with the earth and with each other and with other people. So there's definitely going to be a clash here. These tens are usually a ending. They are some sort of catharsis to things. Again, I think I've mentioned before that the swords are the most dramatic of the stories of the suits. So while cups are a little more chill and the wands are kind of, I feel like they're very purposeful but more intellectual, like a little bit. The swords are action and drama and very Shakespearean, and she is definitely a she is crazy. I love it. I just absolutely want to look at her face is like you can see the wrinkles like on her nose and everything. It's fantastic. I love it. So I'm just gushing over this card. So typically the Ten of Swords represents an ending to something, kind of a cutting off things that may have been negative to you. It's a battle that's come to an end. Whether you win or lose really depends on the cards that are surrounding it, but it is an end. It is that catharsis. So she sort of feels like that moment right before that catharsis of, I am ending this. She's not waiting for it to end, she is ending it. This is when you're fighting that boss in the video game, or you see the in a movie, the hero finally gets that last burst of energy and they're like, screw this, I'm gonna kill this guy. And that's really what she is embodying. It's I have so many words and yet no words for this card. It's so intense. That's probably the biggest thing. This card is very much evocative of an intensity to the ending of whatever it is that you are fighting. Whereas the typical Ten of Swords sort of is like you're tapped out. The adrenaline rush has ebbed and you are sapped and zapped and you don't want to deal with it anymore. Which to me is much more I've had a hard week, TGIF. I need to, maybe imbibe a little bit and chill out for the weekend. Whereas she's more like, all right, I'm giving this one last push. Let's make this Friday freaking count. And I'm going to kick its butt. I'm really trying not to swear. So that's a lot of what I get out of this card is just that energy. So much energy. So as far as a card for today, as far as a card for a Friday, I think I'm going to say as you go into the weekend, maybe channel some of this. Channel some of this. I'm going to beat whatever it is. I'm going to beat the heck out of it. And I think it kind of is a great card for towards the end of the month as well. Usually we get a little sluggish. If you're anything like me, you do kind of these 30-day challenges or you say, oh, these are my goals for the month. And as you get towards the end of the month, you're feeling like, am I really going to finish this? Am I really going to do it? Get some guts from this one and say, yes, I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish strong. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to kick this month's butt. And I'm going to go into September with like a clean slate and knowing that I am going to win every challenge. So in a way, I really feel like this card is more optimistic. Yeah, we'll use optimistic. This card is more optimistic than the usual Ten of Swords, which is a little bit of a letdown. I feel like a Ten of Swords, when I draw it in a reading, I feel kind of bad for the person because I'm like, oh, you're just kind of done and you're cooked and you don't want to deal anymore. Whereas with this, I think if I saw it in a reading, I'd be like, let's do it. Let's kick some ass. All right, I couldn't keep it in anymore. Let's kick some butt and really like finish things out. And whatever it is that you are fighting, fight against it hard, kick its butt, make it remember you. And, after that, chill out with your buddies in the tavern sort of thing. So love this card. Absolutely love it. I think I've said that a lot with this deck. And while it's not super traditional, it does evoke that we're finishing this, which is meant to be. With the tens and with the swords, it should be the end of a drama. It should evoke that sort of feeling. So I like it. It's not perfect. It is gorgeous though. And I'm getting that feeling from it. So I'm going to probably go out and like destroy the weekend and have a really great time. So I hope the rest of you have a great weekend as well. And I hope you embody some of this energy and some of this oomph and kind of kick butt for the rest of the weekend. And as always, check out the links in the description below to join me on my website and on some of the other stuff that we do. We're on Discord. And remember, Mondays we do Tarot Cafe. So come join us and do some weird stuff there. And if you're interested in anything else about these cards or any of the cards that I've done in the past, please feel free to leave a comment below. And, let me know, what do you think of this card? It's really about a lot of energy. So have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay cool, and I will see you on Monday. Bye!